2011 league season gets underway as the Menlo Knights face by far their toughest challenge in this 2011 season as they head to South San Francisco to take on the Warriors. And we've got it for you here on CCSA alongside Ray Calcagno. I'm Casey McGuire, getting the formalities out of the way at midfield between the two teams. And it should be an excellent battle here in the Ocean Division of this Peninsula League. And Ray, it's been a successful preseason. I guess you can call it non-league season for the Menlo Knights, 4-0 coming into this game. But the Warriors are ready. They've had a very successful 4-0 campaign themselves.
Well, the other thing that you're battling here, Casey, can be the wind and the elements. So it can be difficult, not only with the opponent, but making sure that the weather conditions, that they are in your favor. So it's, that's one of the things, and we see that Menlo will be receiving. So what you want to do is you need to always kind of be conscious of the possibility, if not the fact, that the wind can kick up, and that affects the kick game a lot. So we'll see what Menlo elects to do here in this first series when they're getting the ball, and how they'll go ahead and respond to what I think is a very strong running team by South City. They'll run a number of different sets. They run the fly motion, which we've seen before, but they're primarily a run team, and they do this bunch kickoff on every time they score. So you have to be ready for a possible onside with 11 men running right at you here. They usually fake, but you have to be prepared for it, and Menlo was.
It's a whole new ball game when league play gets underway, and we're about to see that here from South San Francisco as the ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Kick is up and away. Chris Reed deep, and he's got it at the 5-yard line. And Reed to the 20. Nice tackle on the play there by Tavita Fau, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Menlo Knights. And sophomore quarterback Jack Hennigan out there for Menlo.
And Chris, who usually does a nice job of returning the ball, had what looked like a little seam, and that closed very quickly. So South City's got some pretty good speed as well as a little bit of size.
Shotgun on 1st down for Hennigan. Looks left, now back right. Throws, that's complete. And he's got it down to the 35-yard line. Not an easy throw to make as he snuck it in over the top of a defender.
Now, Casey, we saw this in the Frost-Soft game. The field is a little bit slippery, a little bit tough to always get your proper footing. So we may see some slippage by any of the players, offensively, defensively, and that you just have to be prepared and ready for it.
Pass to Dylan Mayer on 1st down, and Dylan's got it near the 40 before being driven out of bounds.
Now you see the speed of the South City team. They respond to this, what I'll call a flare pass or swing pass, very, very well. The whole defense is over chasing Dylan. Dylan does make good yardage, but there's some pretty good quickness, and they have some size. There's the shovel pass.
Shovel pass indeed to the 40, now to the 45. Nice run there by Connor Stasny as Connor has it near the 1st down marker. Going to be a little short, though, I believe.
Well, Menlo allows the up front 4 or 5 to charge hard. They do, and then they pursue, meaning the defense pursued and just stopped them short of that 1st down.
Hennigan's going to push it right up the middle. He's going to be close, but it looks like he's got the 1st down.
I think by his forward progress he should. We'll obviously see where the officials mark it, but I think it should be a 1st down, and it is.
4 receivers for Menlo with Mayer in the backfield.
Blitz.
Hennigan looking down the far side. That's incomplete. Flag on the play. A lot of contact on the far side of the field. And it's just probably going to be a pass interference, I would think, as it was Connor Patterson, the intended Menlo Knight receiver on that far side.
Well, they're playing tight man coverage. You could see that before the snap of the ball, and I think it's going to be defensive, not offensive pass interference. So it should be an automatic 1st down for Menlo, but we're still awaiting the call. So he is talking, the referee says it is defensive pass interference on high school, 15 yards, and automatic 1st down.
So you're right, Ray. They did come with the pressure.
Right. That was a blitz, but it was well picked up. And then usually when you're blitzing, you're going to play man coverage behind it.
1st and 10. Hennigan looking for Dylan Mayer in the flat. Now throws downfield, tipped up and caught by Dylan Mayer at the 20 to the 15, 10-yard line as Menlo catches a big break. That was almost a clean interception, and instead it's a big gain for the Knights.
Well, Casey, you called it, and it goes through the hands. It hits the helmet of the defensive player. what an alert play by Dillon, who grabs it, makes very good yardage on it. But there's a penalty flag down. Let's see what this is. It has to be after the play.
I would think. Yeah, it is after the play.
Personal foul
We
against
didn't
Menlo.
see anything on any of the replays there, but that'll back Menlo up 15 yards.
So it is first down. So 1st and 10 at about the 25-yard line.
Here's Hennigan down to the 20, into the 15, make it the 16-yard line.
Well, nice play here because there is coverage. There's a little pressure, but Jack realizes that there's no receiver open, so he just takes it and runs and makes a nice plus yardage out of it.
Second down, hand off to Mayer. He runs into the big line there for South City. Some big boys dressed in all blue on that South City defensive line.
And they were certainly ready. Menlo likes to go with that quick count and short yardage, but they were ready.
Pass downfield. That's caught and into the end zone. Touchdown Menlo. Tommy Ford with the reception, and the Knights are on the board.
Well, nice read right here by the quarterback, and he waits till things open up. Tommy comes underneath the coverage and catches the ball and gets into the end zone. So nice play, overcoming a little adversity here with penalties and problems. But Menlo goes right down, scores, and makes the successful extra point. So nice play all the way around and a good drive, good recovery drive, I'd call it.
As it's been for most of this season. Tim Costa good on the extra point, 7-0. Menlo out in front. So the Knights take that opening possession. They battled through a 15-yard personal foul penalty and put it into the end zone. And there's a fumble on the kick. Ball is loose, and South City jumped on it, fortunately for them, as Menlo seemed to be all around that football. And somehow it was the South City Warrior who's going to come away with it.
Well, it's a kind of a shoestring effort here. The ball was not caught cleanly. And as you mentioned, it looks like it should be Menlo's, but somehow South City gets it. So now here's a lot of shifting. I think I mentioned they'll run probably the fly motion, so you see somebody come in motion, and then they give it to that second back. Now they're primarily a running team.
Hand it off to Kevin Kuna, as Kuna has it up for about 4 or 5 yards.
And what you'll see primarily, Casey, I think, is a lead back. So they kind of do it by formation. They're going to run the ball with a power and people in front of the ball carrier. So that's what Menlo's challenge will be tonight.
Here's Los. Los, the senior quarterback. Brad's been up at the varsity level for a couple of years already. So his senior season now for South San Francisco.
We don't get a good look at it, and I don't think the official did either, but they give it a reception. So going to call that 3rd and short.
And off and a first down there. A lot of blockers out in front. And they'll move the chains.
So that's what we're calling power. You can see that they have lead blockers at the point of attack. And that, again, is what Menlo will have to go ahead and defense. And on that 3rd down play, the South City made it look easy.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Heavy left.
Yeah, and they will run it left. Good defense that time by Menlo, as that was Chris Zeisler who got in the backfield.
Well, see, by formation, South City is going to go ahead and make it a strong side, and then you're going to have to defend them. And then sometimes they can run away from that side, obviously.
Pass complete to the near side. Blocking downfield, but a nice effort there, as that was complete to Robert Johnson.
Well, this is a quick hitch pass. Menlo runs the same play with your flanker screen or split end screen. They throw it to the wide receiver, have a blocker inside, and then hope that he'll go ahead and break or shake 1 or 2 tackles and make a long gain out of it. And he did. That was a nice 6-7 yard gain.
Play action for Los. He's going downfield, going deep. He's got a man down there, but it's incomplete, as he had a receiver open.
Well, South City's doing a nice job, but we mentioned that they like to run the football, so they give you the run look and then throw the ball. Now, in this case, Menlo dodged a bullet because the receiver was open, had him beat, but did not go ahead and complete it. So they're in a punt formation, and Menlo goes offside.
Jumped off sides, and that's going to be a first down for South San Francisco on the punt.
Right, it should give them enough yardage for the first. So, again, not very typical of a Menlo team to make that kind of a mistake, but they did. So they give South City, new life.
So first
fumble
and 10, ball is loose,
but they get it back.
The Warriors do get it back.
So on the exchange here, they had a fumble, and the quarterback alertly gets the ball.
So they catch a break by jumping back on it. 2nd down and 10.
Power.
Down to the 42-yard line. So you're going to see this a lot, as Ray has been talking about so far in the game. They don't go away from this type of formation often.
Well, it's their offense is predicated on run, and they give it to each of their backs quite a bit. So you can't really key on one.
Into the open, big run here to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown South San Francisco. As into the end zone goes Kevin Kuna from a disastrous, or what was going to be a punt formation, to a 41-yard run for Kuna. And South City is a point away from tying it.
Right, they are indeed. And like I said, they're not going to really trick you. The strength is with their formation and their large players. They will shift usually out of this. But, that's what you're going to get, a steady diet of that. And this is going to go for 2. Well,
it was
the high snap.
It was a high snap that led to a fake. I'll give you that.
See, once you're up, if he goes back down, the ball should be whistled dead. So it was alert play both by the defense to stop him and by the holder on that play. So 7-6, Menlo retains the lead. So let's see what they can do here.
It is a 1-point lead for the Menlo Knights as it's taken by Zeisler. He's got room to the far side to the 50 and pushed out of bounds at the 45 as Chris Zeisler went and grabbed this kickoff.
Just took it away.
And he was upfield.
Well, it was an alert play, a nice play, and then make what you can. And certainly Chris makes a lot here. He gets outside the contain, and you're hoping for a touchdown, but obviously there's pursuit and they get there. But great field position for Menlo.
Ball at the 50. So 1st and 10 for Hennigan. Give it to Dylan Mayer out of the backfield. Dylan tries to throw a stiff arm, and he's got it down to the 46. Picked up 4 on the 1st down pass.
Now, there was a blitz there, which we saw, and then there was coverage by the linebacker. Dylan, the defensive player, went right underneath that straight arm. Otherwise, I think he may have knocked him off and made additional yardage. But 2nd about 6.
And he throws. That one is incomplete. A lot of contact in.
Right. Well, I think this could be called against the defense because he is face guarding. He is not looking really at the ball. I guess he turned late there. But there is no call, so it's going to be a 3rd and about 6.
And again, deep drop, throwing out, and that is complete. And he's got Chris Reed open at the 35-yard line. So a nice throw that time by the sophomore quarterback.
Well, it was a fake the wide receiver, the flanker, made it look like a screen. So then you can see that it was man coverage. He goes ahead and reads the right man and makes that throw. This is a little shovel pass.
Pitch it to Stasny. He's got it to the 20, 15, spins to the 10. Connor Stasny inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they come back to the shovel pass here, which is a very nice play. So Menlo has done some deceptive things, and they've worked very well the first couple of series here. And they're down threatening now, where they would probably be able to get 3, if not 6.
Definitely with the leg of Costa, they are in field goal range for sure. So it's 1st and goal.
You want the touch.
And again, throws incomplete, intended for Ford. It was out of his reach by quite a wide margin, but I think that was one of those where Jack was trying to be as perfect as possible. If it's incomplete, it's incomplete.
Right.
So 2nd and goal.
That looked like a zone by South City on that particular play. Usually you play a lot of man.
Hennigan's in trouble. He's going to run for it to the 5, down to the 2, and down at the 1-yard line. Jack Hennigan making something out of nothing on that play.
Well, nice decision. And again, I think it's the coverage, and then the rush almost gets to him. Jack puts it away, and wisely, tucks the ball under and gets just about to the end zone. But this is a short yardage situation.
3rd down and goal from the 1. Hennigan under center, big Dylan Mayer behind him. And Jack's going to keep it himself and walk into the end zone. A nice play there by Menlo, and they have taken a 7, make it an 8-point lead, and they can make it more.
Well, right now that was a nice fake to the running back, and giving it, not giving it at all, just going behind the running back and walking into the end zone. Now they extend their lead to an 8-point lead.
Now it's an 8-point lead.
Well, 14. They've made their extra points, 14-6. But 2 nice drives by Menlo, and now the onus is back on the defense to go ahead and stop this, what I think is a pretty high-powered offense.
Yeah, it's been a heavyweight fight here in this first quarter. Both
Sure
teams throwing punches, and the offenses have come to play. It is 14-6, Menlo out in front as that kick goes well into the end zone.
So they're going to have to go 80 yards, which is, no easy task. But, now they spread it out a little bit, and let's see if they still run the ball. And guess what? They do.
So on first down, not much there, into the line.
Well, this is a little counter play, but they still lead with the back. So they fake the fly, the sweep, and then they give to the second back through. Menlo defends that very well.
2nd down and 8.
Blitz.
Hand it off here and down to the 26-yard line.
And now it looks like, again, this is a little counter, and you can see the angle that everybody down blocks, what they call a down block. And you can see a good angle left for the runner. He's running downhill.
Los is going to run it himself, and he is going to be tackled down at the 29-yard line. Great pursuit on that play by Menlo.
Well, it was. Now, there was not much of a fake, so that, you don't think that it's a run. It was a quarterback run all the way, not the run fake that sometimes will go ahead and get that defense up. Now it's another punt situation.
It was Max Parker who did the excellent job tracking down that run. Punt is away, and it hits
so that's first touching.
South City player. That should be down there at the 45.
Well, what should happen is, and Menlo could actually advance this because it hits a player. So that's called first touching. They usually throw a beanbag right there, but Menlo will get it at the the better spot, the one that is closer. And as you mentioned, Casey, it should be about the 45-yard line. So the officials are explaining that, but that's the rule. It should not be a flag. It should be the beanbag that went down, but we'll see. Oh, so there was a penalty as well.
So it looks like they're going to...
yeah, they're going to... Okay, what happened? I think they called it roughing the kicker.
I think they called it interference maybe with the receiving of, the punt. So that was the flag.
Okay.
Regardless, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Make it the 43. Hannigan to throw. He's got Stasny open at midfield. As you saw, the teams also switch sides here for the start of the second quarter, as a nice out pattern there by Stasny and a good throw by Jack. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, nice play, and that was man all the way, man coverage. So they fake, double pass.
Mayer's going to throw it, and he throws it on the run, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25-yard line by Robert Johnson, and Johnson's into the open to the 45 and down at the 45 before Tommy Ford brings him down.
Well, I'll tell you what, South City has done their homework. They have well defensed this play. They have a safety back there who is, that's their wide receiver, Johnson. He makes the nice interception and then a great return, and so South City has excellent field position.
And on plays like that, it doesn't hurt to have your best wide receiver as your safety, back, and he was there.
So the Menlo defense has their work cut out for them because South City is on their half of the 50, so they're really in about 4-down territory right now. So you need to, you really need to shut them down and see if you can. Lead play.
And a nice run here to the 25. They get the 30-yard line.
Well, this is, and you can see the lead blockers. This is a good angle once again. So one kick-out block. There's a little seam that opens up, and then the running back, runs out of 2 tackles and makes good yardage. So they're definitely in 4-down territory now.
Los under center, and they hand it off. This is Shirakawa.
Power runner.
And he's got it to the 15.
Now that's good. They have linemen there. They have good size in the line there. Their left guard, center, left tackle, and that's where they've run the ball. And that was there was no trickery involved there. Wouldn't be surprised to see him come back with the same thing, although they're overloaded to the right here.
Handed off to de Guzman. He's trips over his own feet, it looked like there.
Well, again, we talked about the field and how slippery it is, and it looks like, it may have been gravity or his own feet that knocked him down, but, the field is a little bit of a problem.
Here's another handoff, and that time it was Shkuratov who got the carry.
Well, again, it's a lead back, and they're trying to run at the angle where everybody is blocking down, and I think, unfortunately, Menlo needs to stop those types of plays.
Down to the 1 yard line, as that one is going to be first and goal.
Well, quick pass here. That's a slant pass, and really no defense for that one. It was a great job.
So it's first and goal at the 2. It was Los under center. Handed off to Azar, and he is into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown run.
And they're going to go
South
for 2
City
now.
Responds after the interception with the touchdown.
Boy, that was a big opening right there, big opening. So I'd be surprised if they kicked the extra point, but hey, I am surprised.
Extra point is on its way, and it is good. So it is 14-13 in favor of the Menlo Knights. So Menlo can hang their hat on that. They still have the lead in this ball game.
Right. So obviously South City feels that their offense will go ahead and score more, and that's why they went for the 1.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line, and the kick is away. So Menlo
pooch kick
will have it at the 20. Room to run here for Zeisler, as Chris has had a couple nice returns here in this ball game so far.
2 very good ones, as you mentioned, Casey. And again, this is kickoffs are pretty dangerous. You can usually make good yardage. It's hard, especially on a slippery or wet field. Sometimes it's hard to go ahead and make those tackles. The ball carrier has an advantage, as long as he doesn't slip down. Other people are slipping, sliding, and need to be under control.
First and 10. Hennigan throws over the middle. That's incomplete. Intended for Chris Reed.
Now this time I think they just went with a straight 4-man rush, and then they got to him, and they had coverage underneath. So nice play by South City.
Jack's taking a couple hits here in this first half.
Well, they're big, and they're going to put the pressure on. There's no doubt, and they're playing a lot of man coverage.
Reed down to the 46-yard line, 47-yard line, so into South City territory on that throw and catch.
So what South City is trying to do is play a lot of, like I said, man, and then they're going to blitz or try to bring somebody free. They try to get that extra blocker.
Actually, that's going to lose about 2 or 3 yards.
And that was 3rd and short, and they bottled it up. South City was, in the gaps and had both the dive and, so the punt formation.
And they're going to throw it on the fake punt attempt, and it's going to be incomplete. So Menlo will turn it over on downs as they tried to they tried the fake punt there at midfield. So,
and I don't know if maybe that was it looked like somebody, there was a mistake made by the passer or receiver, because there really wasn't anybody in that area.
They'll hand it off on first down to Azar. He's got it to the 45. So South City right now maybe smells a little blood in the water, the way that they've been turning this one around on that interception. And they were able to take it right downfield and score. And here they've got another 5 yards.
Well, and it was a turnover on down, so they're in 4-down territory with 1 more first down. Nice defensive play.
Give it to Shkuratov, and he's they bottled up.
Yeah, they drag him down. That's a nice play all the way around there. If you can't go ahead and they force him in now, they force him into a passing situation, I think. We'll see if they pass. No, they're going to run it.
They're going to run it again. And Menlo is right there to stand that one up. So not much room for Shkuratov that time as he.
And my guess is that they may go ahead now and go for it. But we'll see. If they punt, they're going to try and back Menlo way up. But it's questionable whether they're going to punt. Okay. Or they're in punt formation.
They're in
We're not
punt
sure.
formation,
And
and they're
run
going to run a fake, and it's wide open. And Shakuratov again down to the 20, as this time, instead of the pass on the fake punt, they go with the run, and they've got a first down.
So 2 fake punts here. One was successful. Obviously, South City is successful on their fake, and they make pretty good yardage right here. So on their first down play after that successful fake punt, they're knocking on the door.
So it'll be second down here for the Warriors.
And that's just power running, Casey. Once again, they're running over their pretty good heavy side, if you will. Quick pass.
Los to throw. Corner of the end zone looking for Johnson. A lot of contact. Was it intercepted? They're going to say no. Incomplete. It looked like it was picked off by Chris Reed.
It did indeed. Let's see if we get a better look here. If maybe they consider him out of the end zone, or
it looked
no.
like the ball did maybe hit the turf,
It
and he
hit
was
the
in the back of the end zone there. So it'll be second down here for South
Fly
City.
sweep.
They hand it off. Down to the 12-yard line. Good defense there. That was Dominic Goodman, the ball carrier for the Warriors.
Well, that's the first time I think we've seen him run the fly sweep, getting the ball to the outside, and they run through one tackle and then make it very close to the 10-yard line. Here they've got a nice angle here.
They do to the 5, down to the goal line, and into the end zone for a touchdown goes Kuna, and South San Francisco is in the lead.
Well, they're blocking down on that, Casey. I mentioned that before, and you can see that angle as they block down, block down, block down. There's no one outside on Menlo's defense to go ahead and stop the ball carrier. So South City has made some very fine runs, and they've just taken the lead for the first time now.
Extra point is up and good. So the Warriors execute their fake punt to extend the drive, and they put it in for 6 with the extra point. It's a 20-14 lead in favor of South San Francisco. So Menlo.
Plenty of time left in this half.
Absolutely.
For either team to do some scoring, but we'll see if Menlo can go ahead and get back on track. They've had 2 good returns on the kickoffs. Let's see if they can get good field position.
Kick's taken at the 20-yard line by Zeisler again. So Zeisler back there every time now that he has shown some promise.
Well, the kick was kind of a pooch kick, and the return team didn't get in front of the ball carrier. You see that Chris is running past his blockers, so it's going to be very difficult to make a long return on that one. So, but a good field position, 35-yard line, or 34, very close.
First and 10, 4 receivers for Menlo. Mayer in the backfield alongside Hennigan. Jack looking left, now throwing. Nope, he's going to have to bring it down, and he's going down. Pressure came right up the middle that time. Anthony Aparosa.
Well, it looks like they're playing a 5 under 2 deep. And that 5 under, I can't tell each time, but maybe it switches from a man some of the time to a zone some of the time. But they seem to be playing a lot more man than anything else. There's a shovel again.
Give it to Dillon. And Dillon's got it to the 40 before he's tripped up.
Now, not enough for the first down, but a nice play. And certainly you can say that South City is a hard-charging defensive line.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot of beef on that defensive line.
And they're coming. So that's a nice play, that and any of the screens. Okay, this may be too much time. We'll see where somebody jumps.
Flag here. Just looking at some of the numbers on that defensive line. 6'3", 350 grab you. That